Alright, gang. Looks like we have a mystery to solve. Get on your detective caps. It's time to do an investigation. These streets ain't what they used to be. Because there's a missing steam engine. I mean, as far as any research and any eyewitnesses seem to be concerned, yes, that's how deep this goes. Over in China. Where is she, you filthy communist? Okay, I shouldn't get super hostile without any direct verification as to the status of this engine, but it's weird. It's a really weird case, because I've had multiple people come to me about this. They're like, hey, we can't find any pictures of this engine. Where is she? She's supposed to be at this museum. And I'm looking into it, and I'm like, not on their website, not on any kind of direct record with the museum, but multiple sources say she was sent there. And then recently I finally got some boots on the ground, some actual ace investigation. And by that I mean someone went to visit that museum in Shanghai, the Shanghai History Museum, and came to me and was like, yeah, so there's no steam engine here, nor were the staff aware of any steam engine there. So where's the engine? We don't know. Interesting. I always like these kinds of investigations, these mysteries. But before we get into the real details, let's talk about what kind of engine we're talking about. The locomotive in question is number 587, and she is a KD7 class 280 steam engine, built in America. Huh, really? She's not a Chinese loco, and no. Well, yes, but no, she wasn't built there. The KD7s as a whole were constructed in America, specifically to assist in the rehabilitation of China after World War II. China would receive 160 locomotives in total, and a few of the same design also went to Belgium and called Class 29s. The Chinese were very happy with these engines. They were really good, and they adopted a lot of the features within the KD7s into their own homemade designs. Over time, they did fall out of favor, only because China started making larger engines, and 280s could only do so much. By the late 70s, they were still in operation. China hung on to their steam engines a lot longer than you'd think, and the KD7s were still performing some shunting duties, but eventually they were withdrawn. The final reported sighting of a working KD7 was in late 1988, and at least 4 of them were preserved. KD7 534 is at the Beijing Railway Museum, KD7 641 is at the Shanghai Railway Museum, and KD7 513 is at the Datong Locomotive Works Museum. There's also apparently another one, KD7 511, reported to be under restoration in Hangzhou in 2002, though I can't confirm the status of her. And the other one I can't confirm the status of is 587. As I said, all reports place 587 at the Shanghai History Museum, not the Shanghai Railway Museum. That's where 641 is. 587 was sent to the Shanghai History Museum, and then promptly vanished. Where's the steam engine? There's no reports of her being scrapped. There's no reports of her being put into storage. The museum's own website doesn't show her in their inventory whatsoever. And as I said, my eyewitness came to me and said not only is there definitely no steam engine in that museum whatsoever, but even the staff have no knowledge of this engine. So where's the engine? Well, no one seems to know. I mean, I imagine somebody does, but no one that I have any contact with. 587 in particular was a Lima-built KD7. Some of her sisters were built by Baldwin and Alco as well, but she in particular was Lima 9253 and constructed in 1947 and sent to the museum between 2002 and 2004. The last time she was seen, well, according to Railography, it says the last time she was seen is in 2005 and 2011? I don't know what that means. Regardless, she hasn't been seen in over a decade, and the Shanghai Railway Museum seems to have no knowledge of her, even though that's where she was sent. So, did they get rid of her? Did they scrap her? Did they decide they didn't want her? Like, what happened here? I mean, I guess she could have been scrapped because they decided they didn't want a steam engine in their inventory. But that would be really sucky for a museum to do. It could also be she was thrown into storage and then immediately forgotten about. She's just sitting in a warehouse somewhere, just chilling, vibing, hanging out. At the end of the day, we don't know. No one seems to know, even though multiple people have come to me and asked that question, as if I know. And I assure you, I have no idea what goes on in China. Never been to China. Don't even live relatively close to China. That's not really my field of expertise. Chinese ongoings within their museums. I can read and figure stuff out, but this is one mystery where I've hit a dead end. There's no verification regarding what happened to her after she went to the Shanghai History Museum. According to most, she was there at least for a time. But now she definitely isn't. So, is she gone? Is she just stored? She's missing. She's a missing locomotive. That's pretty unusual. Usually, when it comes to steam engine preservation and locomotives, we can tell with reasonable certainty what happened to them. Either they were scrapped or they weren't, This is one case where we have no idea. She's a Schrodinger's cat of steam engines. She both exists and does not. Because we just don't know what happened to her. She is gone. Poofed. Out of existence. And unless someone in China knows more than me, I don't think I'll be able to actually solve this mystery. Not gonna lie. Where's the steam engine, you filthy communist? I'm sorry, I shouldn't get mad. Maybe she's kicking back in a warehouse, Maybe it's just one of those things. We just don't know. But if someone does find her, well, I'll inform you guys about the details of that. Till next time, this is Darkness, and I bid you all a fond farewell.